What up, everybody? It's Pyro. I keep saying I'm going to make this video, and I keep failing. Let's show off the new place. Let's start with this. The house. And right over here is kind of our little hangout. We haven't done much to this. Got a little hangout over here. I'm getting ready to do some construction with my speaker. This is a little shed filled with wasp nests. So that right there, pretty cool. Actually, I'll show that off. So it looks kind of trashy right now because there's a bunch of stuff inside of it, and the kids have filled it with their toys, so that they've basically taken over. But yeah, so this little building right here is going to be our chicken coop. I helped build this, actually. Me and my brother and my grandpa when I was a kid. So very nostalgic to have this here. It somehow made its way. My grandpa ended up moving when I was younger, and my uncle took this building. And I didn't lead with this was my uncle's place before he had passed last year. And that's how we kind of ended up buying it and moving in. Over here so that's the barn. See, I gotta clean the eave spouts up there. We got some ideas for this. Like right over here, I want to kind of do a pond, a wildlife pond, and I want to kind of make a little bit of a preserve, if you will. It went out with a. We'll see how things go, but I'm gonna try to dig some of it by hand and do a good little workout. I want to show all this because I want to do remodeling with all this. So I want it to be shown the before and after. This over here is my uncle has a backstop from he shot a lot of guns, so that's like a safety backstop to make sure bullets didn't skip across fields or anything like that. Okay, that's not opening. We'll mess with that later. One-handed, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. But yeah, so there's a lot that needs done. As you see, you got the paint's just chipping off. So a lot of work that needs to be done. Let's see if this door right over here from this side. No. Yeah, one-handed, that's gonna be a little rough. So he had a bunch of wood over here on the backside of the barn, and I burned that all through the winter. We'll go over to the shop. This is my little home away from home. Nice little garage thing he had going on here. And yeah, I'll show you guys what's up. It's a mess, like everything. I still haven't taken down. This was his. This is all his right here. You read it, the welcome to the lodge. He's got some lures and stuff that he had. I'm just a little nostalgic, and I wanted to leave some stuff up that reminded me of him. So this is where we stream. It's a nice little building for sure. This is our TV. Oh yeah, back here. This is what I want to show off. This is pretty cool. 1999. We all helped pour the concrete for this. This used to be a corn crib for animals, and it was like you can kind of see it right there. So like right here, it came out, and they could pour the feed along it and feed the animals. But he wasn't using it that way. My uncle. So not my uncle who passed away, but prior to that, another uncle owned it, his brother, and he turned this into the shop. He put the wiring, he did everything in here, and then I believe my past installed this to keep things warm, but I could be wrong on that. I'll have to ask my other uncle who lived here. So yeah, that's the shop. Love that. Love the setup. Some issues, of course, when it rains, because of it all being tin. it's loud, super loud. So some of the storms, that's affected my streams. Can't stream during really heavy storms because it's gnarly. Also in the winter, it's not really insulated very well. And yeah, freezing cold. The doggos loving life. You can hear the distant train out there. Love that. What do you guys think, huh? What do you guys think? Yes. Yeah, they're loving life. They love it. All right, so this is where things get really messy. Can't open any of these doors. So this is the barn. Smells so bad of straw. It was used like, you know, with animals. You can kind of see here the flooring's kind of messed up. It is the like original flooring. Got a nice haymow up there, a little storage room. I really haven't touched anything in here at all, but it's in decent enough shape that I think I can repair some of this stuff, and it would be kind of a fun thing to record and randomly kind of upload over time, the progression of me fixing things up and see what happens, right? So let's go over here. Building in the back that I was telling you guys about that I couldn't open. You can see the underneath there. So the idea is, remember I said I wanted to do the pond. I kind of want a stream to go through here. But that's gonna be lots of work. I haven't even touched that. I think the tires are flat on the we'll go up to the haymow real quick. Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. I'm gonna rip out all the floors in this, even though the original flooring is so busted up. I want to replace it with some plywood, fix things up. So can't really see much here, obviously, because of the darkness. The other haymow over there. You got this one back in here. This is an upstairs, which is pretty cool. My uncle who passed actually fell through the floor over there. Will you see anything out there, Soch? Oh, so you gotta be careful. But this is another thing I'm gonna rip up. All of this, redo it with some decking. Still debating how exactly I'm gonna do this, but I kind of would like to take that wall, and if I am able to dig that pond by myself, Chuck said he'd help me, but damn, that's a lot of work. I feel bad asking the boy for that. But I'm thinking, if I take that out, the wall there, and change up some of the structure elements, replace them, the beams and stuff, at the top level, where they're not, like, it's not super supportive, it's kind of just holding it together crossways, and do one thing at a time. I kind of think that this will, like, outro onto a deck, if I could ever rig it up, but we'll see. I worked carpentry, my first job, actually. I not official, but my first job I did carpentry, and we did roofing and stuff, so I have a little bit of that skill, but it's been good 15, 20 years. So, Sophie, come on. Sophie, get down here. She loves the haymow. Girl loves it. But yeah, doggos were. Yeah, that's Uncle Steve's shoe. Needs a lot of stuff done with it, but we're slowly getting there. I'm starting to unpack stuff, and yeah, there's a lot of ideas floating around, and so I was a little overwhelmed there. Initially, I wanted to sit on it before I decided what to do first. Still not sure exactly. But it is every morning. Every morning. That's what I see. This is my little meditation. The dogs love it. They get plenty of space to run. The girls love it. I lived in town before, but like around the edge of town. And I had a decent bit of land. Maybe, I think it was like a half an acre maybe. This is a full acre. With a lot of buildings on it. So I don't want to ruin what the barn looks like, obviously, too much, but the back end of it, I think I can kind of spice it up a little bit, and especially if I could dig a pond. I was watching this guy, Oz Ponds, I think his name's on YouTube, and how to dig one yourself, and I just think that'd be just a fun project to just say I did it. You know what I mean? it's going to be miserable doing it. So I haven't decided fully. I might just eventually, when I can afford it, rent out some equipment and just dig it all out in like a weekend. My dad the trades, so he's an operating engineer. So when we were kids, we did stuff like with backhoes and stuff like that. So I have a little bit of, I have to play around with the shit for sure, but I think I could pull that off. But yeah, we'll see how things go. But that's the new place. I'm excited. There's just so much work that needs to be done. And then over here, this just happened. I don't know what happened, but I came over here the other day, and this, I believe, is from the lightning rods. It runs up to the roof, so that way it grounds the lightning if it strikes the barn. But something got stuck in it and ripped it all out. And I don't think it was the dogs, because I don't know. It seems like they would have had to do a lot. But obviously that's going to rot if I don't get some tin behind that. I'm probably going to have to play with those. So it's cool because, again, it's been in my family for 20 years, something like that. My uncle owned it and his wife, and I spent time with my cousins over here quite a bit, and so that's like one phase of this place. And then my uncle, who passed last year, lived here, and we spent a lot of time over here drinking, smoking cigars, and bullshitting with him. And I really miss that, but it's cool because I get to kind of do my own thing with it now and add a new phase to the property, and with my kids too. So that's really cool to me that I get to kind of stack those memories up for me personally. Stuff means a lot. I'm mainly just happy. Like I probably wouldn't have even gone for this. My wife, we just kind of let it up for her, and I was like, hey, if you want to move, we can move, but if not. And in the end, she wanted to, and I think she made the right call. This is great. The kids have so much more room to roam, and so the dogs, they're freaking loving it. I've been feeding the birds, but I'm really excited for that nature preserve type thing back there. I want to go for. I'm gonna get some ducks, some chickens. I'm not gonna do anything like crazy livestock or anything like that. It's not really my thing. No meat animals, nothing like that. I just want chickens to free roam for eggs. But even that, I'm not like real crazy about the like eggs or anything. I just love chickens. And then if I dig that pond, it's going to be basically a duck pond, and I want to put fish in it, and then frogs and stuff like that. So I think it has potential to be really, really cool. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the little walkthrough. I know I've been saying I was going to do this for a minute, and it's taken me a bit, but yeah. I'm Pyro, guys. I'll update you guys as I start working on things over the years to come, because it's not going to happen overnight. But I am going to start with that back building that I showed you up in the haymow, and I'm going to start there. I think take the siding off and start working on kind of building out. It's going to be like an inside dock, I'm thinking, with the water running underneath. And then an upstairs where you can sit, like I said, going out to a balcony. So like at night you can sit out there and just listen to the frogs go. Like that's my happy place. Just listen to the birds, the frogs, the cicadas. My meditation. That's the easiest way to put it. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. Obviously a lot of work, very ambitious. Especially the pond. I think I need a new well too. So it's like got 1,000 things that need done. But right now, just taking it all in, still getting stuff, unpacked, and yeah, summer with the girls. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, I'll come back with an update. This video is probably already too long for you guys. If you enjoyed the update, please hit that like, sub if you haven't already. I will. Like I said, I know this is a gaming channel and whatever, God knows what else I make it. But I do think it's cool because realistically what I've been doing, even with the music, I'm just kind of recording my journey through life, you know, my music that I'm into, my initial thoughts on it, the video games I play. I re-upload the playthroughs here on this channel. I would like to do the updates of my, you know, what I do around the house and stuff as well. I didn't want to walk through the house just because I want to keep some of the stuff private, obviously. And it is, my wife did a great job. It would have been really cool to see a before and after, because my uncle, he was a single dude. I mean, he did nothing with the house at all. It was so dusty in there. But she's painted it and she really made it her own. So I'm really happy with that she's happy. That's the main thing for me. Because that's what I was worried about. Because I was like, I don't think the house is kind of small for what it is. Like it's got some oddity rooms. Like we have an old like cellar thing in the back of it. It has like a room, 2 rooms upstairs. One of them is basically kind of like a half room, and then 1 room downstairs, 1 bath. So the house is much smaller than what we had in town, and that was a little adjusting, especially with, you know, I got 3 other ladies in the house, so 1 bathroom is a bit rough having people wait on each other and whatnot, but it's okay. We'll make do. I'm just happy everything's falling into place a little bit. So I'll if you guys are enjoying this, I'll continue to do updates and stuff. I'll probably do it anyways. Why not? Like I've recorded all, like I said, my kind of stuff I'm doing so far in the last 2-3 years. So might as well keep doing it. It's pretty cool. Especially I feel like if the internet's still a thing, when I'm gone, my kids will have something they can look back and see all the crazy shit I was doing, right? So that's kind of cool for me, because, you know, other generations never really had that. You know, you said the verbal things passed down, and we have some technology that's pretty cool. And if you're not too embarrassed to just be yourself, you can do stuff like this. I'm not the best people pleaser, but I really do like streaming and like I said, recording all my kind of journey through whether it be music, video games, or renovations. So I'm Pyro, guys. Like I said, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the sub, hit the like. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.